folk. I'll turn them cold. My wrist on froze. Don't get too close. I keep my knocks. I keep my knocks. Hold on. Walk in the spot. I keep my knocks. I keep my knocks. I keep my knocks. I keep my knocks. Walk in the spot. Make it hot. Not about degrees. I keep my knocks. I keep my knocks. I keep my knocks. Ain't no actor, I'm a Suvi, up the Thule, make a movie. Take his baddie, throw a party, in her mouth, I'm feeling groovy.
Welcome back to WSJU Radio, the #1 college radio station all over New York City with your host, Intro.kev. They have a very special guest in the building, Zoe Peta in the building.
We here.
How's life? How's everything? How you living?
I'm alive, we here. The members here, you know that shit.
Everyone's out here. Yeah, just introduce everyone in here, you know what I'm saying?
I got Bando with me, I got Dusty with me, CJ, my son 05, 3K, and Bando.
Bunch of members.
Bunch of fevers.
I always ask this question when everyone pulls up together and stuff like that. What's the funniest story you guys have together?
I ain't gonna lie, it's a bunch of the moments, you feel me? Can't even really. I could probably say, I ain't gonna lie, I think when Dusty first started really going up, we was staying in hotels for a minute, you feel me? Can't really talk about those stories.
You
feel me? So, yeah.
So, Dusty was open the doors for the members and everyone else, and now you started rapping and stuff like that. What made you get into the rap? What made you want to start rapping?
You want to hear the story? Or?
Yeah.
So, basically, I wasn't really into the rapping shit, you feel me? I thought that shit was old corny, you feel me, if I want to be honest. But, my little brother, you feel me? He was a rapper, you feel me? One day he had a stool session. He yo, pull up. Niggas got tired in the stool. I just hopped on, you feel me? They was yo, that sound good. So, just from right there,
Right. And that was your first studio session?
Yeah, I recorded my first song there and everything. Funny shit.
Is it the first song that you, posted on YouTube? Or
yeah,
was
that's the first song I ever recorded.
And it was it hit like that?
You feel me? Niggas was saying I had the image, the voice. I was fuck it, I'm gonna do this shit.
Are you a writer to it, or were you freestyling it when you first got into it?
Nah, when I first did that shit, I freestyled that shit.
You freestyle?
Yeah. I was just talking, you feel me? Just really talking, whatever came to my mind, I said it.
And it came natural to you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess if that's what you think, then yeah.
Nah, it did, because it became an instant hit. It got over over 100, 200 kids over 200.
That shot 300K.
300K, right? Yeah.
Next up, he's next up. Bandy here. We got 3K. They all next up. Feel me?
Right. And how have they helped you as a rapper and stuff like that? I know you guys always go back and forth music and stuff like that. How have they helped you and how you helped them?
I can't really say it's not a competitive thing, but you feel me? Every time they do good, you feel me? That shit make you want to do good. Damn, that nigga just recorded some fire shit. That shit it pushes me basically. You feel me? They all push me. You feel me? Be my best self. So yeah.
And what do you think so far has been the best verse you have done yet? It can be unreleased, but more released. You know what I'm saying? What do you
it's some unreleased shit. I got some heat coming. Some unreleased shit.
Okay, so all right. So what's up next then? What's the next song that's gonna come out and surprise everyone?
I ain't gonna say it right now. I'm just, you feel me? Let it be known when that shit come out. Yeah, that shit gonna be.
And then, and you just made your own YouTube channel. You put a little trailer.
No, definitely, yeah.
So I seen that now you're gonna start posting on your own content. So
yeah.
We still we use it. We use every platform. You feel me? Any way to make niggas be
Right. And do you think that's the best way? From upcoming artists' perspective, do you think it's better to be put on different platforms like Raps and Hustles, Flowtastic, or you think?
Nah, we talking about ours.
Nah, yeah, I'm not really. It's just the fever gang, you feel me? To be honest, because I ain't start off on my own channel. You feel me?
You saw Dusty.
Yeah, I didn't know how to make that shit. I was I just started making music. You feel me? Yo,
you ain't really care about that shit.
I ain't care. I ain't really care about it. So you feel me? I'm yo, you feel me? He let me drop my shit on shit. Now it was that. Took over from there.
And then. What was that first moment then that you what, I'm gonna start caring about this? You know what I'm saying? You said you don't care. Now you're taking it more serious. What was that first moment I'm gonna start taking this more serious?
I ain't gonna lie. When I dropped that shit, you feel me? That shit did 100K in a week. I'm shit. A lot of niggas tuning in, so I'm I'm about to take this shit more serious. And they all telling me yo, you gotta rap now, for real. Take this shit serious. I'm fuck it. I'm gonna listen to niggas. I'm gonna do that shit.
So what's the goals now? You know what I'm saying? You hit the 100K, you hit the 300K. So what goals do you want to set for the end of the year? You know, by December 2021, what does Zoe need to do by that then?
Shit, I'm just say drop more music, get better, you feel me? Just, playing heat out for the streets, that's it.
And so far, the songs has been solos, you know what I'm saying, by yourself. Are you going to see the members on there soon, you know?
Yeah, of course. That's probably the only features I got right now. Like, only members for me, no outsiders right now.
No outsiders.
Only the five.
Only the five, that's it.
Right. And have you guys considered making like a member, only 5 members, like tape, like collab tape of everyone?
Yeah, that's soon to come.
Soon to come?
Yeah.
All right. I can't wait for to hear that. I'm saying everyone will be tuned in for that. The members on. So
that shit gonna be fire, watch.
You know what I'm saying? Like you tapping in with like more drill, and everyone else is like tapping in on thing. Like what does everyone bring to the table to like the members? You know what I'm saying? What makes you guys special?
I feel like we all different, you feel me? Even though we be with each other every day, I feel like we all sound different, make different type of music. Like, for instance, like, Bandit, like, you feel me? He be singing, like, that nigga, he got a voice, you feel me? Like, and we,
Waggy voice.
Like, you feel me? He really that with the singing shit, you feel me? And Dusty, you feel me? He be on his drill shit, with, you feel me, with a little finesse, like, you feel me? And I be on some straight, like, like, you feel me? Like, straight shit, like, you feel me? Just be attacking our shit.
Okay. And like, have you, you know, you said Bandit is a singer and stuff like that. Have you thought about like, you know, tapping into the melodic, or are you just gonna stay in like?
I'm telling you, some heat in the stars. You feel me? I'm not about to let it be known, but it's some heat in the stash. That's all I can say.
Right. And so you saying the heat in the stash, that's the melodic sound, other different types of sound. Like that's good for an artist, because for you it's like you don't want to be trapped out like in a box.
I'm not trying to be put in a box. You feel me? I'm trying to expand.
Or what type of like sound would you want to tap into? Like once you become mainstream, you know, everyone like from people from LA, like thousands and thousands coming to your shows and stuff like that. What type of sound would you want that to be?
To be honest, bro, I just want to sound like me. Like, I'm not trying to be like nobody else. I just want to sound me, whatever, you feel me? That shit good, if it's not, you feel me? I'm still going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Right. And, you know, I always want to ask this question, you know, for upcoming artists and stuff like that. And this is always important for artists when they become popular. Like, how do you want to give back to, like, everyone that supported you and stuff like that? When you gain that checks and all that stuff, like, how do you want to give back to the gang, everyone that was there for you from the beginning?
Just take care of them the best way I could, you feel me? Like, I just got to make it, that's it. I'm on the way there, y'all gonna see though. That's that.
And, you know, are you lining up for, like, any performances soon, or?
As of right now, probably not really, to be honest. Like right now, like, I be coming out on Dusty shows type shit, you feel me? That shit be active, you feel me? That shit giving me more, like, I don't know, like, more, not to say clout, but it's just putting me out there more, you feel me? So,
experience.
Yeah.
When I know I popped out to one of Dusty's performances. It was the SB out there with Ron Suno, Chinese Kid and them. You know, everyone was out there. Everyone was, like, showing love and stuff like that. And, you know, putting you on, and not putting you on, but, like, putting you, like, showing your versatility, your rap and stuff like that. It's very important. And it was, like, when Dusty's like, you know, I'm about to reach like 600K, 500K followers, and he's helping out everyone. It's like, it shows like how much genuine he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of people do that and stuff like that.
A lot of niggas will do that. That's real shit.
Right? Because like, you know, when people pop, they're like, they'll try to leave everyone behind. But like the fact that Dusty, you know, is out there putting you guys on his songs. You know, labels be like, oh, I don't want you to make music with that, but like Dusty, you know, has music with you guys. Put it on his own platform and stuff like that. Like, that's like a lot.
Yeah, that's just all loyalty right there.
Yeah, forever.
That's it. Just loyalty. That's it.
Right. Especially in the music industry, which is like fake and stuff like that. Like, how do you guys stay genuine? You know, how you stay genuine as a group?
We keep it life of a father.
Yeah,
that's
that. No life to the not. That's it.
All right. And, you know, you guys want to make this into like a own record label, or just like?
Yes.
Oh, it's definitely. It already is. You feel me? It already is.
Got the LLC?
It already is.
See?
Niggas is fucking.
Right. And, you know, where do you guys want to take it to? Like, is it? I know you guys don't want to just keep it like in music. Do you guys want to take it into like fashion, movies, or something like that?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Whatever is there, whoever paying us, you feel me? That's that.
You see yourself like in a movie?
Yeah, of course. Bro, I told you, but I'm not trying to be put in a box. But whatever I could get, you feel me, expand out, I'm gonna do it. Like,
different lanes.
That.
All right, if we're gonna speak about movie, you know what I'm saying? What type of movie would you want to see yourself in?
Probably some action shit.
Juice movie, what?
Or some straight trench shit.
Some shit with a bitch, you feel me? Like,
And in fashion, you know what I'm saying? That's other venture, you know what I'm saying? Like that. if you could change 3 brands to collab with y'all brand, what would it be?
PSDs off it.
PSDs, yeah, most definitely. We all be wearing that shit like crazy. PSD, I fuck with Dior, feel me? I don't know, that's really it, to be honest. That's really it. I can't really think of a third.
LV.
LV go crazy. Yeah.
Right, and, you know, as you start making more music, you're gonna get more fans. You know, I ask this question, but like, you know, when you start getting more fans, what has been the weirdest fan interaction that happened with you?
Weirdest fan interaction?
Yeah.
A lot. These females, they be touching a lot. They don't be caring about personal space. You feel me? Might have to slap a couple of hands.
I'm glad.
Yeah, that shit for me. That shit all love, though. You feel me? I don't really watch that.
Right. And you know, what has been the farthest fan someone reached out to you? Like, yo,
Bro, I be having niggas from Germany, like all types, like Italy, France, like I don't know how, but they be hearing my shit for some reason. But fuck it, you feel me? My shit getting out there. I ain't mad at that.
And over there in Europe, the drill scene is very huge. You know, like it's New York, UK, and you know, Chicago went down a little bit, but now it's New York and like the whole Europe scene is taking the drill to another level. So like when you perform, it's like you're gonna be end up performing over there like that, UK, France, Germany.
Shit, you know, it don't matter to me. Wherever you want me to perform, I'm gonna be there as long as the bread is good. That's the word.
All right. And one of the main things for as a rapper is the videos. I'm saying like that. What makes a Zoe Peta video? You know, what needs to be there? What? You know what I'm saying?
Gang, for me, that's just the gang. I ain't gonna lie, all I need is the members, to be honest. All I need is the members. We gonna make that shit out there. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really need, for me, I don't need too much.
You don't need that much. You don't need like bitches.
That shit gonna come regardless. That shit already there. Like I'm not really
sorry about that. When the game slide, everything else falls right now.
Everything just fall in place. So.
All right. And with the music, you know what I'm saying, with the producing, you know what I'm saying, the beats, you know, who's some of your favorite producers? Who you tapped in with?
I don't really have a favorite producer, to be honest. Like, whatever sounds good to me, I just do it. Like, whatever. Whether it's sent to me or I find them, like, I just do it. Like, I don't really have a particular person. That's what my producer.
And with the drill scene right now, what's taking over is the sample beats.
Yeah. Are
you tapped in with that? Are you a fan of it? Are you not a fan of it?
I mean, I don't really care too much about it, you feel me? I'm just trying to be myself at the end of the day. I ain't really trying to do what everybody else doing, you feel me?
All right.
Yeah.
And, you know, I want to, you know, the fans right now in New York are trying to put Bronx versus Brooklyn, you know, the thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying, like, Bronx got it. So how are you guys as a unit bringing back all the flavor back to Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Like, having all the eyes back on Brooklyn.
They ain't never leave.
I told you. That shit was always
we cooling, man.
I'm not even watching that. That shit was already here. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah,
and they're always gonna be there.
Always.
Shout out to the Bronx.
Yeah, shout to the Bronx, but we
for me,
we
ain't no competition. You feel me? We always just trying to make it. So I ain't really.
All like is forever.
All right, and you know, another thing I want to get into is, you know, the origin of your name. How did you get the name Zoe Peta?
So Zoe, I'm Haitian, right? For me, everybody know that both my parents Haitian, you feel me? So Zoe and Peter, like, I remember he was coming, me and Dusty, you feel me? We was talking about that shit, like, need a fever, get you Peter, like, that's me, like, fuck it, that's what we go with, like, yeah, that's the Peter right there, like.
Go get Peter Roll, damn.
And as Dusty did in his interview, I'll ask you this, because you're Haitian too, what's your favorite Haitian dish?
It's this shit called freestyle. Like, it's some shit called Rio, plantain. They be putting mad different shit in that shit. That shit's slap. So it's no free.
That's the best one?
Yeah, to me, that's the best one, yeah.
Alright. And, you know, I always want to get into, like, you know, I want to know, like, when you start making it into the mainstream and stuff like that, like, what type of, like, legacy do you want to have with your name? You know, when people bring up, we spoke about the origin of your name, like, when people bring up your name in the future, what should be right next to it? What should be associated with it?
Should be associated.
What type of legacy do you want to have with your name? You know, when people bring up Zoe Peta in the future, like what should be associated? What should be right next to it?
Shit, I don't really. Great. Just, you feel me? Great, like a nigga that inspired. Like that's for me inspiration, like motivation, whatever. Just for me, my name should be next to like keep working, like grind and dedication. Like, I'm dedicated to this shit. You feel me? So. That's that, yeah.
And being an inspiration, something like that is for the kids and something like that. What type of advice do you want to give to the kids, you know, that looks up to the whole unit, the whole gang, even to you and something like that? What advice do you want to give them?
Don't give up. Like, if you got a vision, you feel me? Don't let nobody try to interrupt that or interfere with that, you feel me? That's that, yeah.
And what do you think so far has been the best life lesson you learned? You know what I'm saying? Like, you giving our advice, but what has been the best advice given to you?
That's the advice given to me. For me, when things go hard or, you feel me, things is not what you want it to be, don't let that shit knock you down, you feel me? Push through that shit, persevere. Yeah.
And that's for the, life lessons like that. What has Dusty given you about, him being on Empire and stuff like that? What advice has he given you about the music industry? You know, he probably seen a lot more than, than you guys and stuff like that. What has he told you and talked to you about?
I mean, for me, don't let that shit get to you. Like, for me, all that shit all politics. All politics. For me, don't let that shit. I could change you, basically. Yeah, change you. Don't ever let that shit change you. Remember where you came from.
All right. And speaking about Dusty, I want to know, like, how did you guys meet? You know what I'm saying? Well, how did you guys meet?
Both niggas.
We
That's
hooped
my
together.
mother's son.
No funny shit. That's really my brother. We hooped together, went to school together, like, played on the same team, all that. Like,
all right.
yeah.
And whenever basketball is brought up, I always ask this question: do you think you're the best hooper in the whole group?
I'm always saying me.
Niggas know what happened
I'm always saying
Yeah, niggas know what happened, feel me? But he can have that.
You have that. Watches, glasses, stuff like that. What's one thing that you want to ice out, like, for sure, like, that you want to have?
But I ain't gonna lie, but I don't be thinking about that, you feel me? Like, it don't matter to me whether I get a chain or watch, it don't matter.
Alright, and that leads into, like, once you become a signed artist and they give you, like, the big bag and stuff like that, what will be your first purchase?
My first purchase? Shit. I probably wouldn't make a purchase. I'd probably, feel me, give my family members some money, feel me? Like, yeah, to put them in a better position. I probably wouldn't make a purchase for myself right away. Yeah.
Okay. And what would it take for you to sign to a label and something like that?
I don't know. Shit. Right now, I'd probably rather be independent right now, to be honest.
Independent?
Yeah.
Why do you feel like you should be independent then?
Like, independent, I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of politics, you feel me? I don't want people to interrupt my vision or
Nobody controlling.
Yeah, controlling me. Like, yeah, I'm not with none of that. No.
Alright, yeah. A lot of artists, like Meek Mill just came out saying, like, he never got paid for any of his music, so he signed to a label and stuff like that.
Yeah, you feel me? Shit like that.
And that's really gets scary and stuff like that.
You feel me?
And especially like, with Meek Mill's like level, like, something like that. Imagine like all these other artists that's just
So
coming out, they just signed,
yeah,
and stuff like that. Make you sign to like a 360 deal and all that.
Mm-hmm. No, we ain't doing that. No.
Why not?
We're not doing that. No.
Why? And I want to know like where people can find you at. What's your Instagram? This is like leading off and stuff like that.
Oh, my IG, Zoe_Peta. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's it. Yeah.
All right, and, anything else you want to say to the fans before we head out?
Shit. Keep tuning in to me, the gang, you feel me? New shit about to drop. Just tune in, that's it.
Hey, watch out for that project, Untamed.
Untamed coming
Untamed
out.
coming soon.
Untamed?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Can we see an appearance on you on there?
Shit, who knows? We'll
Who
see.
knows? All right, thank you for coming through. It was a pleasure.
All right.